All right, so we're going to go over the Strength and Vitality program for perimenopause. So this is the PDF and what it looks like here. And a lot of these, if they're blue, you can actually click on them and it'll jump you down into the program here. So it just kind of lays it all out. This is your schedule. I do recommend you can, split these days apart if you need to. Let's say you do lower body and then upper body, and then, take a day off, and then on Thursday you could do lower body. You can arrange this any way that works best for your schedule. The best time to work out is when you're going to be consistent with it. And that's the thing that matters most, is being consistent. There's no perfect programming or anything, time of day, whatever. So, and this does have a deload programmed in. So after 8 weeks on the program, the ninth week, you do a deload and then you can restart the whole thing over again. This really helps with your recovery and you'll come back stronger and even better. And it also just gives you a nice little break. So you can just print off one copy of this page and then just kind of log your reps in here as you go along, or print off multiple, however that works best for you. All of these are clickable links, and it will go to a YouTube video that will show you how to do each of these progressions here. Do feel free to swap things out. If I ever come across anything in a program like this, which is, one and done kind of a thing, so there's not an ability to swap things out here in this type of a program. But if you ever run into something and you're like, oh, I don't have, the right thing, like a leg press, for example. You're at a facility or you're at home or whatever, and you don't have a leg press. Google search leg press alternatives, and we'll have a ton of other options there. So it just kind of depends on what materials, like what supplies you have available, what gym equipment you have or don't have. That will really help you to kind of figure out what will work best. And it's really great because then you start to learn what muscle groups are being worked, how you can modify things and get the same work done. So long as you're doing a similar type of exercise, you'll be fine. Any of these two, the rep max, if you don't know your rep max, then, I wouldn't sweat about it too much. Just start working and then kind of get up to this point where you should be failing. 80% of your 5 rep max basically means that you're failing, or you're not quite failing. You're going to be like, if you did 10 reps, you still have like 3 in the tank, meaning you could still do 3 more reps, but you stop just short of that. And the reason for this is because we found that you don't actually need to go to failure in order to get the benefits of strength training. This is enough of a push. It is advisable, however, once you've been training for a while and you're comfortable with the movements and you trust yourself to not get hurt, or you have someone to help spot you, you do push yourself all the way to the end where you're literally grinding it out and maybe even need someone to help you move the weight back onto the rack or something. Because sometimes we think we know where our edges are, but we don't actually know where our edges are. So that's just a little tip there. The main point, like I said, is to make sure that you are setting up a consistent schedule. So that's really, really important. I do have a free guide on how to kind of implement that. But the basic takeaway is look at your schedule, plan ahead, make the commitment to yourself like it's a commitment to somebody else, because unfortunately we break promises to ourselves all the time, don't we? But if you make it like it's a hard and fast commitment, put it as a priority in your schedule, because you are a priority. This taking care of yourself is so important to your future self, your health, and anything that you're going to be doing as far as helping anybody else. If you're not at your best, you cannot possibly show up fully for anyone else. So just remember that. All right, and then this is the deload part. So, and again, you can click on any of these, go to the link that will show you how to do this type of a thing. It's got more general instructions down here. Be sure to read through those. Talks about progressions, talks about terminology, strength testing, and weight calculation. So it walks you through how to get to your rep max. So you can play around with this and kind of figure that out. So that is the routine. And I hope that you enjoy this. And if you have any questions, you can definitely send them to support@antigravitywellness.com.